Mr. New. Okay, it will be translated, maybe he make the packers. And this is the interface. And I could explain the interface here. First of all, you have a test file with the list of the malicious executables, because you just, the function is, you could give a list of TXT file and a list of payload you would like to download to the rectum to different sites. And also, you could have a link to a page to get the numbers of the infected workstation. And this is some of the options, lot of options to bypass and detection and infection techniques. This is deployed, and this is update. Okay, this is the contact, sales contact, QQ 15242261, and author name, little mouse. Okay, how scoring for this function? First of all, this is an image hijack, BT function, but I don't know where there's an image hijack in BT function. Recover SSDT, and bypass detection common security tools, kill other downloaders, okay, use his own downloaders, and also hide and stealthy, encrypt or pack, and it will spread the downloader through the ports 15, 135, and 445. I like this one. This ICP command, okay, to crack the ICP command, but it is suitable for cyber cafe. And also this is one. You find it? 360 again? What's that? Antivirus software. To bypass antivirus software, 360 antivirus software, and support the latest version. Support latest version. So this is the features summary I actually just show you. And how does it work? Actually, first of all, like a workshop right now. Okay, prepare a list of targets of executable. Okay. And your name of executable may be different for the executable downloaded or installed to the rectum. The file should be like that. Yeah, like a web scanner to put at multiple sites, but multiple payload. Okay, I put it like that. Respect Red Hat. I respect DEFCON. Right. MS update. Cal Notepad. Yeah. You could put those payload in different names. Then after you create it, you click deploy. Then you could get the mouse.exe and another executable called fsg.exe. What's that? For the mouse.exe, it is not packed. Okay, I simply put the strings and find that it is written in Delphi and Delphi. And there's a link again. As I mentioned before, there's many. Baidu is the heaven of the malware and the links and the communication between hackers. But no, bad hats, okay. So the problem is they will put the links in the Baidu.com for download this payload. Then this software will get this list from Baidu. And also this is the strings in the mouse.exe. You'll find it. He tried to detect this different software, 360. So NAV, right? NAV, right? Lot 32, yep. Many US companies, yep. I suppose they should make a booth over there to promote this software. And RE, I do some kind of a very simple reverse engineering for the mouse.exe. Then they have some queuing. Because I would like to buy, if I would like to buy, I would like to verify the function, right? We have the customer rights, right? So check. Get random test A. If you find some test about virus firewall for the port up, then it will queue terminated. Okay, call the functions, this one. Okay, 70D785, terminated functions. Terminate surface, the port. And also it will target on, and also target 360 antivirus software. Yeah. And terminate different process, and call this subroutine 40B303 OC. Then this is the queuing the process. And you find it like safebox-tray.exe. This is a lot of wordings. Okay. And yeah. And afterwards, you have found it the mouse.exe and another executable, you have FSG. It do the encrypted. The user could to encrypt the mouse.exe. Of course, once you encrypt it, you can find the strings. Then how it works again? Step 2, prepare the statistical sites to catch the infection. They have got the configured ASP and also a dump of the pages, a lot of these pages files already in the package. Then this is one of the sample of ASP files to see the report, to daily volume, and get the IP address, get the MAC address, the infected OS operating systems. Why do I love, or maybe you love, China-made Trojan and malware? First, complete software update history. You could find no Trojan could have a complete list of the change logs. Okay, these are a little bit of translation. Reliable download speed, reliable system occupation. I don't know what's that. Resources occupation. Recover documents. Okay, and also this one. It could be bypassed the Kaspersky, Wising, Kingsoft, and the major software, antivirus software, and optimize the download speed. Right? They make a lot of incremental improvement in every version. They have got a lot of responsibility here, right? And also there are features and how-to. Even it's Chinese, okay, it doesn't matter. However, I got this kind of how-to. I could how to know how to install it, deploy it properly. Without pictures, their description is awesome. Complete how-to instruction, again, yeah, I just, because it's Chinese then. And get you good demonstration of the deployment, deploy like that, the configuration files, the list.txt files, and also a very good statistical support, okay? With disclaimer, important, right? Legal, right? Please test it in VM environment. I'm not liable for any loss if you test it at your machine. Yeah, very ethical. Lifelong commitment, continuous updates, and one-to-one customer service. Software update address here, and the QQ link, and you could reach them. And also, this software supports updates on anti-debugging and bypass security software detection. Please stay tuned. How can I get such awesome software in China to have such kind of, like a 7-Eleven support, 24-hour support, man? So, by the way, but the offer was arrest. But there are lots of variants. There are many variants are still undergoing. The lesson learned is, you know how professional Chinese Trojan writer did, right? How do they package their work as a commercial product? Bypass various security control and detections is the key features and selling point. And also restrict from analysis and removal. And I just sum up the Trojan market. First of all, like put it downloadable in various hacker forums, search engine. Okay, Baidu is the famous place. Yeah. And emphasize the anti-detection capability, provide contact and continuous support, download by paying subscription fee. Sometimes the victims who purchase software, or no, not purchase software, they become the victims and become attackers. They could recycle. I mean, the model is continuous. So this part will be much more interesting to you for how the downloader works.
Thanks. All right, so I'm going to talk about some conclusions that we've drawn on all the stuff that we've looked at, and then I want to open it up sort of like almost a panel-style question discussion. I take advantage of the fact that Anthony's here from China to help us with this. So if you have, questions about the community, the hackers, anything that we haven't covered, we'll open it up here in a minute so that we can get to those questions. So some of the conclusions we've reached by looking at all this malware and talking with Anthony and other people is that one big difference is that the Chinese hacker community primarily uses forums and QQ for communication. This is a little bit different, and at least in my experience here in the US, there's like underground forums, and then there's private IRC channels, Silk chat rooms, things like this. So it's a little bit different. Their forums are pretty much available, open. Some of them you have to subscribe to become members of, but you can find them very easily. They're not underground, let's put it that way. Another thing that we've concluded is that community very rapidly deploys really simple, easy to use, standardized GUI tools for like the latest cutting edge, in fact, even pre-cutting edge exploits. So not only is there high-end researcher, people who can find the exploits, analyze them, understand them, and then write tools to deploy them, very, very advanced. But their script kiddie community is huge because these tools exist. Here in the U.S., often we don't provide such tools very easily. So the other big conclusion is that all of these tools, malware, are like chock full of identifying information, whether it's the resource files or within the strings of the shellcode itself or whatever. There's like advertising to let us know who the team is that created these tools. There's a lot of code reuse. We see the same essential technique, the same underlying functions, the same underlying DLLs in all these different collections of tools that we've got. And what this really does is it allows tons of people to hack without really knowing what they're doing. Like, it enhances the script kiddie community massively. And maybe part of the reason there's a lot of hacking going on. So some other conclusions, both China and the US have a criminal hacker element as well as a white hat hacker element, researchers, and a thriving security industry. So there's a lot of similarities really between us that I think sometimes we tend to forget. And we both have similar problems. We have criminal hackers here that are stealing credit cards. They have criminal hackers there that are stealing game accounts. It's the same kind of stuff everybody's dealing with. Their government sites get hacked and used. Another big conclusion is that we see huge jumps in capability, especially in their shellcode, in various groups. From month A, it's pretty crappy standard stuff, and 4 months later, they've got really advanced, obfuscated, multiple layers of code. So that's pretty interesting to us, how quickly these different groups advance. Another thing that we see is a lot of use of 0 days. I don't really know how that compares between the two countries, if we use 0 days or not, because we don't hear that much about it. But almost all these organizations that we looked at have collections of 0 days. So I think more collaboration like this would be valuable to get a better understanding. And also, they follow as Colin said, they follow our security research, and I don't know how well we're following theirs, and I think we need to look at that a little bit.
Yeah, I simply friends to Will and Colin's. They're good friends, band of brothers, man. Thank you very much. And to talk with me here because we work together on study the malware and also some of my friends and my wife and also my dog's family because I sacrificed the time to take them to have a hiking and come to here. Then he think I'm gambling every day, but I have no money right here. So I thanks to them. Yeah.
So. With that, let's open it up to like a question panel because I'm sure some of you will want to ask Anthony for insights that maybe we don't have. We got a question over here, and I'll repeat the question.
The 0 days, the use of the 0 days, are you finding that it's just 0-day exploit code or completely unknown 0 days? Like, was there research done? Did you find that research had already been done and exploit wasn't available? Or are you finding these are actual 0 days, not known?
So the question is, in our research, did we find that they're just reusing known 0 days, or are they actually using unknown 0 days? Is that more?
Is it just exploit code for a 0 day that was researched?
Yeah.
Or is it you had never heard of this ever?
Yeah. So what we found is these exploit generators, like the date stamps on the generators themselves, are before the disclosure dates of the exploits. So they're no joke actual 0 days. We also find tons of reuse of 0 days. Like if somebody does come out with a 0 day, they're going to have a tool within a day. But often we find them ahead of time. And in fact, a lot of the 0 days are actually discovered by looking at Chinese malicious pack sites. So let's see, got a question right in the middle. That's a good question. I don't know if Anthony has any insights. The question was if the latest generation are mostly script kiddies, who's writing the 0 days?
Wow, who's writing 0 days then? Actually, they got some sponsor of money. First of all, then someone trained them. They have hacker school there, hacker training school, and training you how to do to exploit stuff. Then got some secret funding. Then you know how to do the 0 day.
All right, so I'll just repeat for the people in the back. He basically said that because all this stuff is commercialized and funded, they're able to have like a honest to goodness development cycle. So there are guys running it like a business and then providing those tools. Way in the back.